G'day guys, how you going? Tuckshop here. Welcome to my next episode of the Hardcore Ironman journey. There's heaps and heaps of progress in this one. Literally over 100 hours of gameplay, all condensed down into one video. I would love to hear from you in the comments if you yourself are an Ironman. What sort of training tips, if you have any for me. But let's jump straight into this episode. We did a lot of quests. We've done quite a lot of skill training. Unlocked quite a few actually big milestones. Starting off here, we got 70 prayer. This unlocks the augury, piety, and the rigor. So that's the tier 70 prayers. Really useful for when I'm going to be doing my bossing and that sort of stuff in the future. I wasn't kidding when I said there's a lot of quests in this episode. I think there's something like 20 quests. But here's the very first one we completed, which is Itchathan's Little Helper or some shit. I don't know, man. The quest sucked. It's the one where you got to run through the pyramids, avoid the traps, and there's a huge agility aspect to it where if you fail, it's just like you got to restart. But hey, we did it, and I'm very happy to have it done. Coming in next, we completed the Smoking Kills quest. Now, this one in particular is very useful for early Ironmen. You could start your daily task of buying both broad arrowheads and broad bolts. So the reason we do this, they are incredibly fast experience. You need either 52 or 55 to make the bolts themselves, but it's really good to unlock them. You just buy them daily from the Slayer Masters. They are a little bit pricey, but the more you PVM do all that sort of stuff. I'm stockpiling a little bit of cash at the moment, so here I am running into the wilderness. That's one of the places where you need to buy them daily. I'm not sure if I'll continue to do this particular one every single day, as I am a hardcore. It is a little bit risky, and I have run into PKs in the wilderness before at the Chaos Altar, so not too sure if I'll continue this aspect of the daily, but I will definitely be buying them from all of the Slayer Masters for the future levels. As I recorded this episode at the start of the month, I was able to do my Trollheim, that monthly D&D where you can defeat the trolls. You get a large experience reward after, and being the good Ironman that I am, of course I put that towards Herblore, so any and all experience lamps I get will go towards Herblore until I can self-sufficiently train the skill. Speaking of which, I gained a couple of slay levels so that I was able to do the Aberrant Spectres. These are great for seeds and grimy herbs. So as you can see in my inventory, I've been doing about an hour every now and then. The herb drops are actually fantastic, but I can't actually use a lot of the herbs, seeing as I am only, I think, like 60 herblore in this episode. But in the future, they will definitely come in handy, so I do that when I have some free time. Me and a couple of my clan mates have been doing our Reaper tasks every single day. These can be such as Vindicta, Helweir, maybe some of the God Wars Dungeon 1 bosses, so what we try to do is group up together, as we are all relatively low Ironman. I myself have played Ironman mode before, so I know what I'm capable of doing, but a lot of my friends have not. If you guys are ever wanting to find a fun place to hang out and get some help with either tasks or Reapers, anything like that, our clan is Iron Seagulls, and everyone is more than welcome to guest or join. Okay, so the next quest I decided to tick off is called Plague City. This one's relatively easy. It's a long quest line, in fact the ones that lead up to Prifddinas eventually, the Elf City. But we decided to bang this one out on stream. Didn't take too long, and we got a couple of cheeky levels quickly off the bat. Preceding that, I ended up doing the Biohazard quest. This one again, nice, fast, easy one, and it allows me to progress through that quest line. Finally, I completed the Underground Pass. My god, if you guys are familiar with this quest, you know just how tedious it is. It is so RNG based considering my low agility level, but hey, we got it done, and I hope I never have to do this quest again so long as I live. This here is the completion of Elemental Workshop. Very easy quest, takes quite literally 2 minutes, and it is a 4-part quest. So that's the first one done. There are 3 more to do. After this, I completed the Pissing Contest. Really boring quest, but again, took me like 2 minutes. I think here I'm just trying to gather enough quest points so that I can unlock the next thing from Maze Rewards in Varrock. Up next, we have the Hazel Cult quest. This quest, you actually finish it downstairs, and it says quest complete, but you actually have to run upstairs, check this cupboard, and then you actually get the quest complete dialogue. I'm not sure why it's like that, but hey, we did it. Yeah, I literally smashed out so many quests during this stream. That Scorpion Catcher, I was quite literally just going through and clicking any short or medium length quests just so I could smash them out super quick. Again, I'm trying to build up my quest points here so I can get a magical dice roll and also unlock the next thing in Maze Store. Here we are just finishing up one of my Reaper tasks, and I was actually lucky enough to get a drop. That's right, I actually got the Psyweir Orb. Unfortunately, it wasn't a wand. A wand would have been so much better. The orb's currently just sitting there in my bank until I have the main hand, but it is a fairly decent upgrade from the Mystic Orb that I was using prior to that. So pretty cool. I got it on Loot Share as well, and sorry boys. This here is Agaroth. It's a weekly distraction and diversion you can do that gives you pearls, which you can use for bonus experience. Of course, I'm using that bonus experience at the moment towards Herblore. All you have to do is kill these tentacles, and then this big cunt appears, and you kill him as well. Fairly easy. You can do it with moderately low tier gear. I didn't struggle at all doing this. You can do it twice per week. So you get approximately, for my level, around level 60-ish. I got about 10,000 bonus experience, so it's small, but it does add up, especially towards Herblore, where my supplies and training methods are relatively limited. Speaking of Herblore training, another weekly that I highly recommend every Ironman does is the Herbie Werby minigame. This is located on Anachronia. It gives you Herblore experience during the minigame, where you take the healthy herbs off these little cunts that are trying to burn them, and you get experience that way. And then afterwards, as you see here, you can purchase with your points from the minigame. You can get small experience lamps towards Herblore or fire making, which I think add up quite nicely every single week. I unlocked another relatively big milestone here. This is 70 Divination coming in now. This allows me access to the Hall of Memories, and thankfully I got this during a double experience weekend, so there was a core party running. And what this does basically is always allows a core memory, so the projection of one up in the center. As you can see here, there were heaps and heaps of people, and this allows relatively good divination experience per hour. Here I am attempting to complete the World Wakes quest. If you don't already know this quest, there is a quite dangerous part, which in fact I have lost a hardcore at. So I was taking no chances. I was getting full adrenaline. I was ready to barricade. I was going in with such high expectations of this that I was not allowing any room for error. And I'll just let this next clip play. Enjoy.
Look, here we go. I'm gonna overbrew. Let's fucking go, Talk Shop! Oh, shit! Fuck my bum, fuck my bum. What's that? Get out of my goddamn way. Wait for it. Talk Shop, move! Holy shit! Go, son! See ya, idiot! I'm not losing my hardcore today, man. I am not losing this fucking hardcore today. No way!
I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. Here I am now getting 63 Herblore. I managed to get the Herb Instance Burner off an Aberrant Spectre drop. What this allows you to do is burn the herb for 10 times experience you would get for cleaning at the cost of needing no secondary ingredient. I suppose the downside of this is that you don't actually get any potions from it, but you get the experience you would have, and I would recommend doing this if you have low herbs such as Harrowlanders or Tarraman, stuff like that you're not really going to use in the foreseeable future. But this was 63 Herblore, which allows me to boost to the anti-Dragon Fire potion, and the goal here was to take on the Queen Black Dragon. So here I am making the very first batch of anti-fire potions. I was using the Spice Herb Boost from Evil Dave's Big Day Out. How you use the brown spice in conjunction with the stew, boost my stats by 6, log out so it resets the timer, and then log back in and make the potion. So I did this, I think I made around 40 or 50 potions to start me off. And this is a really helpful method for accessing potions that are higher than your Herblore level for early Ironman. I wasn't kidding when I said I've been busy this week. Here we are coming in with another big level. This is 72 Divination. 72 Divination allows me to boost with the +6, same strategy as the Herblore, using those spices to boost +6 to make a Sign of Life. This is absolutely mandatory to do on a hardcore. It just takes away any chance of me dying, and I have since actually popped a few of these signs, so doing dangerous activities such as bossing or PVM, anything like that. And yeah, look, it feels a lot more calm to have a Sign of Life on me now when I'm doing everyday activities. Here I am attempting some Queen Black Dragon. I started using melee for the first bit, but then switched to magic. But here's an example of how aids the kills are to start with. Just very low accuracy. It's quite hard and very dangerous, but at least I've got my sign on me. I'm also using the Vampirism Aura just to help preserve a little bit of food. I use almost the full inventory of food every single time. I'm not too bad at Queen Black Dragon, but the limited gear and abilities that I have are making this quite difficult to kill. This was a very tedious goal, but I managed to get 60 agility. Honestly, there's got to be a better way to train this skill. It's just, there's no other word than tedious, but that was the final prerequisite I needed to do the Elder Kiln quest and Brink of Extinction so that I can eventually attempt the Fight Kiln. So, with that goal completed, I finished the Elder Kiln quest, and with that I got a Combat Experience Lamp. I didn't realize you needed level 75 for it, but that's okay. I was going to use it on range, but I guess I can't. This is a first of the 2 quests needed to do the Fight Kiln, and the next one coming in, as you see here, this is the completion of the Brink of Extinction. Again, very happy to have these quests done. They are scaled as Master and Grandmaster, but I don't think they're that difficult, to be honest. Pretty moderate combat, and again, getting some lamps for combat experience straight after. So now I'm able to do the Fight Kiln, but I would like to level up my stats a little bit more. But before attempting the Fight Kiln, I want to get the Obsidian Armor. If you don't already know what this is, it basically reduces the incoming damage received from the Fight Kiln by up to 55% with the full set. So you get the shards of obsidian by completing the Fight Cauldron minigame. That's what you're seeing here now. And all you have to do is, I think, gather 60 or 80 shards, something like that. It takes about 25-30 minutes for something at my combat bracket. But you use these shards, make the gear at any smithing anvil, and it runs out of charge eventually, but off the bat it has some charges, so I'm feeling confident-ish that I can complete a Fight Kiln, but I might still get a couple of levels before doing so. The next quest I really wanted to get done was the Legends quest, but a prerequisite for that was 50 thieving, so this here is the final level needed to do the Legends quest. I did this by using the method I showed in a previous episode, which is the unlocking of the Thieving Guild doors. These are actually really fast experience. Thieving in general is fast experience, but there we go, that's the final level needed.
Could you please repeat what you said?
Shut up, Siri, I'm trying to record something. Yeah, this is Legends quest. Shut up, Siri. Sorry about that last clip. Fucking Siri, man. Anyway, this is the Legends quest completion. This quest was quite long, quite tedious, but it is a prerequisite for eventually the quest that I want to do, which is Branches of Darkmire. We may or may not get it done in this episode. You'll have to stick around and find out. If you guys are enjoying this episode so far, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of something you'd like to see in a future episode. And yep, let's keep going with the progress. With the help of some of my buddies, we completed some token farming runs, which basically you just kill the first couple of bosses, the mobs in the Elite Dungeon 1, and then you teleport out and same again. You get 5,000 tokens every time. So here I am wasting no time at all. I've wanted this for a very long time. This is me getting 80 dungeoneering almost. I think I missed it by a couple of experience. 80 dungeoneering, and then eventually, which I again have been waiting this for a very long time, it is a huge upgrade to get, especially considering I've been using a Gothic staff up until 90 magic. But here we go, chaotic staff completed on the hardcore Ironman. This is just phenomenal. This will now take me from low tier to mid tier PVMing, and the stats are, yeah, very, very nice. So super happy, and thanks to my friends for helping me out. The final segment of this Hardcore Ironman episode will be the completion of almost all of the Vampire quest line, starting from the very start. So that's Nature Spirit complete. In Search of My Cock completed. This was I Have AIDS in My Cock completed. Got some XP lamps as well. Here we are, just absolutely progressing. I did all of this in one day, just smashing out the Vampire quest line and just trying to get it done. Here is the Darkness of Hellavale, and again getting some combat experience from lamps. Relatively easy quest. There's a lot of running back and forth through my ditch, which you'll see if you ever do this quest, but all in all, look, it just feels good to be getting these quests done. Now here's one of the joys of Ironman mode. I was halfway through a quest when I realized I actually needed another quest, so that's Shades of Morton done, because for the current one I was doing, I needed teak pyre logs. To get pyre logs, you need to have sacred oil, and to get sacred oil, you need to do the Shades of Morton minigame, which requires the quest. So I had to take a little detour, finish that quest, and then we're back on track. This is the completion of Legacy of Seergaze, and it gave me some XP tomes, which I can use in a skill of my choice. Of course, I'm going to choose Herblore. With this being done, I've only got one more quest left for my goal for the week. And in order to do Branches of Darkmire, which is the quest I aim to complete by this episode, I had to get 76 woodcutting. Here's 76 woodcutting now. This was the final prerequisite. I now have all of the levels necessary to complete the quest, so let's just fucking get it done. Now, during the quest, there's a portion at the end of the boss fight where you will be hit for like 95% of your hit points. Me being a cautious hardcore Ironman, I actually had a Ring of Life on, which caused this to happen. That's right. I Ring of Life out of the quest, which means I had to run all the way back and get back through that boss fight. I was actually laughing. I was like, how the fuck did that happen? But anyway, that's what I get for being a pussy wearing a Ring of Life. From now on, I will not do that. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, completing the Branches of Darkmire quest. I cannot tell you how good this feels. It's a huge quest to get done. Not only that, but it gives you 3 XP tomes of 50,000 experience to use in any skill of your choice. Of course, again, using Herblore. I managed to get 4 Herblore levels, which again, is just massive achievement. This account's only 4 weeks old at this point. I'm already doing these quests, so having a look at the total level here, I think we're looking pretty good. Alright guys, that's it from me today. Awesome episode. We got heaps of progress done. We did like 20 quests, gained about 400 total level. The account's looking really, really good. If you guys could go ahead, leave the video a thumbs up. It really helps me. I put a lot of time and effort into this series, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. We'll see you then. Cheers. Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got.